Welcome to John Lewis 3D Learning. In this presentation, we are going to see 5th Standard Social Science, Term 3, Forts and Palaces, Long Answers from page number 122. So, there are 3 questions. In this presentation, we are going to see the second question. So, what is the second question? Write about Dindugal Fort. So, this is what is the picture of the Dindugal Fort. First, have a look at the picture, open your textbook and see the picture of Dindugal Fort. So, it is built on a mountain, no? So, that it is built on a hill. So, that is why it is also known as hill fort. So, it is a type of hill fort. Hope you have seen it, and this Dindugal Fort picture is well set in your mind. If somebody speaks about Dindugal Fort, and immediately this picture of the Dindugal Fort should appear in your mind's eye. Okay, first of all, so who built it? This is what we have to learn. First of all, we should get an idea what all the things we are going to learn about Dindugal Fort. Who built it? And then where was it built? And third one, when was it built? And then what for? What is the purpose of building this Dindugal Fort? Next one, passed on to whom and when. So later this Dindugal Fort was given to somebody else. To whom it was given and when was it given? And the next point is maintained. Who maintains it now? So it was built so many centuries ago, but now who is maintaining it? And then cemented, how this Dindugal Fort was cemented. And then why double wall? See, the Dindugal Fort is built with double walls for safety. Okay, what for it was built with a double wall? Why it required double wall that point of time when it was built? We should know the reason for it. And then what type of fort it is? I already told you it is a hill fort. Am I right? Because it was built on a hill. It is known as hill fort. And it is also called, it has got some other name also. What is it called? Okay, these are the various points we have to learn about Dindugal Fort. So this is how we should read the answers from our textbook. And based on the answers given, we need to learn to ask questions. From the question, we should be able to derive the answer. So this is how a long answer can be easily learnt and remembered. Okay, Dindugal Fort. So what are the questions we need to ask before answering this one? Who built it? Where was it built? When was it built? And what for? What is the purpose of building this Dindugal Fort? And later it was passed on to whom and when? It was given to somebody else. To whom it was given and when was it given? And then maintain. It was maintained by whom then and who is maintaining it now? And then how this fort was cemented, how it was built. Okay, there was a double wall. So not single wall, it was built with double wall. Why double wall? Why it was built with double wall? And then what type it is? I already told you, hill type. And it is also called what? It has got some other name also. So what is its other name? So these are the points we have to learn about Dindugal Fort. So straight away we should not take our textbook and memorize all the answers by reading it again and again word by word. So it won't stick. Read it, learn to ask question, convert them into question, try to find out one word answer, and using the question and one word answer you can build our own long answers for this type of questions. Okay. Now, who built Dindugal Fort? That was the first question, no? Nayakas of Madurai. Nayakas of Madurai built Dindugal Fort. So, this is the first point we will be writing in the long answer. And where was it situated? Where? In Dindugal. That is why it is known as Dindugal Fort. So, Dindugal in Tamil Nadu. It was situated in Dindugal, Tamil Nadu. That is the answer. So, this is the second sentence. We will be writing it. Then when was it built? So it was built in 17th century. It was built in 17th century. 17th century means what? It was built between 1600 to 1700. So that 100 year is known as what? 17th century. 1600 to 1699. So that is called 17th century. It was built in 17th century. Then what was it built for? What is the purpose of building this one? It was built for what? To defend the region from invading Mysore army. So Mysore army were invading this Madurai very often. So in order to defend Madurai, so they built this Dindugal fort in Dindugal. So that is between Mysore and Madurai, but very close to Madurai. So it was built for defending the region from invading Mysore army. So what was it built for? It was built for defending the region from invading Mysore army. So what is the next question? It was passed on to whom and when? So later the Nayakas of Madurai could not defend it, therefore they passed it on to the kingdom of Mysore. So only the Mysore army were trying to invade them, isn't it? So in order to defend that, they built this one, but later they could not defend. So therefore what they did, they passed it on to kingdom of Mysore in 18th century. They built this fort in 17th century, but they passed it on to kingdom of Mysore in 18th century. It is maintained by whom now? Who maintains it now? So initially it was maintained by Nayakas of Madurai. Later it was maintained by kingdom of Mysore. Now it is maintained by Archaeological Survey of India. Archaeological Survey of India. It is maintained by Archaeological Survey of India now. So how was the fort cemented? So the fort was cemented with double walls. So 2 walls were built. Why? Why was it cemented with double walls? To withstand artillery attack. So the kingdom of Mysore were attacking the fort with what? With all sorts of artillery, big tanks, and then machine guns like equipments. So that is why, to withstand that artillery attack, so Dindugal fort was built with double walls or cemented with double walls. What is the purpose? To withstand artillery attack, heavy machinery attacks. That is what is artillery attack. So Dindugal fort was cemented with double walls to withstand artillery attack. So what type of fort is it? So I told you already, it was built on the top of a hill. Therefore the type of the fort is what? Hill fort. So it is a hill fort. So what is the last question? It is also called as. So what is the other name for this Dindugal fort? It is also called as Dindugal Malaikotai. So Malaikotai is famous in Trichy. So that is the biggest, and this is called Dindugal Malaikotai. This is also called as Dindugal Malaikotai. So whenever you find this question, describe about Dindugal fort, you learn to ask these 10 questions. From the question you will be able to get the answer, and you will be able to describe it in big paragraph when it is asked in long answer type of questions. Is it clear? Hope it is very clear, and you will be able to answer this perfectly now. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click the like button and share it with your fellow teachers and students and also their parents. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Until we meet next time, bye bye.